Hi, my friends. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, please subscribe so that you don't need to be missing out for any video I upload or I stream live. Today I'm going on a series of motivating people about the jobs we have in the West. And we're talking about mostly today on my video about the European job shortage, or there is a very high demand for workers in the European job market. So please follow me and watch this video to the entirety so that you can get the whole content. Please don't miss not a single second of this. Thank you so much. Welcome again. So we have 9 professions in Europe in which the foreigners are in a very high demand. In the modern world, education is a prestigious profession play an important role in human life. Starting from school, students think about which profession to choose and which university to become a student. Almost every prospective student wants to study abroad. In this article, we will try to help you choose the directions of your future profession and in which part of the world it is worth going to fulfill your desires. The situation is that the most prestigious, popular, and important professions suffer from a lack of educated, competent, qualified specialists. A sufficiently large flow of citizens from all over the world is hosted by Europe. Jobs in demand in Europe require specialists in medicine. These are the major fields: medicine, engineering, and IT programming. So number 1, engineers. Graduates of engineering specialties still have bright prospects for employment. Currently, only in Germany, 52,000 vacancies are waiting for new specialists. Engineers, economists, mechanical engineers, and electrical engineers have no reason to worry. So in case you are certified or you have these certifications in this field for engineers, if you have engineering degree or certification, economy, if you've done economy, mechanical engineers, and electrical engineers, you don't need to worry about, because there is a massive job availabilities in the West, especially in Europe. In the near future, a large number of specialists will retire in these sectors and new vacancies will be opened. So in France, since January 2008, the number of unemployed in this European country, we're talking about France, has increased by 15.4% and reached, according to French trade unions, a sad record of 2,298,000. Most of the unemployed in France are young people. And yet, even foreigners have a chance to get the coveted place if they are fluent in French and the corresponding professions. Engineers and natural scientists are especially in demand. Highly qualified specialists are required mainly in Paris, the capital city of France. So we are told that there are vacancies for engineers, there are vacancies for medical professions in France. So another high demand job is social workers. One of the most needed jobs in Europe is social worker. So if you have social workers for certification or you are pursuing for that, you have a very high demand in Europe. More and more personnel are needed in this industry. Many people from different countries travel to Europe to work in this area. Thus, you can not only earn, but also learn a foreign language. So if you go to a non-English speaking, of which most of the countries in Europe are non-English speaking, you're going to have an advantage to learn an extra language or an additional language, which is a double advantage, even in the job market. So psychologists, that number 3, one of the most highest on-demand job in Europe. A few years ago, psychologists in a private enterprise were seen as something exotic, but today they have become a taken part of the state of many non-state structures. Not rate of all this is due to the law in optimization processes, which are becoming increasingly important in a competitive environment. You have to know how to form structure of analysis essay on the topic of psychology, to have a diploma and to have a good resume to get a job. So make sure you are very certified when you try to. Psychology is one of the most competitive job market today, but also you have to try to have almost try to get to almost to the highest level you can go. Mostly in the bar here are doctors in England, in the United Kingdom, in this city of England, the capital city, psychologists, doctors, and educators. Those are the most 3 top job on demand. Moreover, social work in the United Kingdom does not contradict a career. Both public and private employers are willing to invest in numerous innovative projects in these areas. In recent years, not only the number of British specialists in the field of social work had been greatly reduced, but there is also an acute shortage of qualified personnel in such fields as social pedagogy, medical pedagogy, and education work. These are very unique, medical fields we're talking about, which are in a very high demand. Number 4, if you are lawyers, for graduates of legal specialties, the chances of employment fell sharply. Almost a third of them work as judges, state attorneys, or bailiffs in government positions. It is precisely in times of crisis that lawyers are eagerly invited to work by private firms, and this gives a great chance for employees to foreigners who want to find work in Europe. Most of these jobs, you can start your own line, of operation. If you have a lawyer, if you don't have a job, if you are certified, you can start your own law firm. And I have seen it even here in the United States where I live. Most of the lawyers, when they get to a level of experience, getting hired for 10 years experience, then they turn to their own business, starting their own law firms, which is very marketable here in the West. Then we need chemists in the West. Chemists, those people who have done chemical engineering, chemical technology, all those people, they are also on high demand. Although there have been fewer vacancies for chemists over the past year and a half, the situation in the area is still very good. It's improving. The fact is that high unemployment among chemists in the mid-90s led to a sharp decrease in the number of students studying this specialty, which relatively equalized supply and demand. Now many foreigners are taking this position. So many people have quit from this industry, being in chemical engineers, because of the previous experience of job shortages. But right now, they are looking for people who have chemical background, chemical engineering background. So if you are one of them, you have very high chances of leading to a good chemical engineering job, chemical technology, of anything of the sort. Then we have another job job class, biologists. The main employer of biologists is the pharmacology industry. It's boosting right now, especially during this pandemic. The pharmacology industry have been very busy because they deal with pharmaceutical products, medications, vaccinations, so all the things of the sort. Most foreign graduates in this field are engaged in research. Although the pharmaceutical industry has also been affected by the economic crisis, the demand for highly qualified personnel is expected to grow. Even as a student, you can find work in this area. Normally, they're going to give you a internship, and this is a good platform or a baby, or good stepping stone to a future career when you already got intern. The main thing is to be able to combine work and studies. To get help with your university assignments, you should contact those pharmaceutical companies indirectly. You can do applications online, and then they can approve it or decline it depending with your qualification. Do not be afraid to buy SS in Australia. You can also buy SS online. I think they give you more information about this technology, pharmaceutical technology, anything to do with this bio industry. Mathematics and physics is another growing market in the West. The chances of quick employment have worsened a bit. Recently, the number of vacancies in this area has been declining. However, in view of the fact that such an education provides a wide range of opportunities, the prospect for finding work with them are very favorable. So, even if they have declined in the past, this industry, which are the old schools, so many people have quit in the academic forum. So they're looking for people they are in a dire shortage for mathematicians and physicists, both in the West, mostly in the West, Europe, that's Europe and the Americas. In Sweden, there are good prospects in the labor market have representatives of construction specialties. This is another country which really need foreigners to work in their job market. Experts in the fields of industry, computer technology is on very high demand in Sweden, and computer science. Those goes hand in hand. It's anything to do with IT, information technology. You gonna land on a very high market demand, as well as teachers. Teachers are also on high demand, especially here during this. Even if you can do it on the physical class, you can do online, offering tuitions online. This is a very high demanding market again on the job market. So while the state reimburses the cost of moving specialists, when you are moving to these countries, most of them, they cover your expenses, pays for language courses. Also in countries like Sweden, where French and other languages are offered, some of them, they offer payment for that. So it's fully reimbursed in case you make payment for these courses and advanced training. Then doctors are also in a very high demand. It's one of the most high demand on demand job here in the West. They are rising stars in the German labor market. So in Germany, there is a dire shortage of doctors. The problem of medical care in Germany is so acute that it has repeatedly become the topic of heated discussions in the country. The best option to get a job as a doctor in Europe is to get a diploma in the country you want to work in. So mostly, even if you have a doctor, if you are a doctor from any, let's say from Kenya or any other African country, you have to be certified before you get employed in this Western country. But they make the process very easy as long as you are on the field already, if you have qualified or if you have graduated in the field. You don't need to know the essay structure to become a doctor. Focus on specific disciplines and leave the paperwork to related services. This is how you can be sure to get high marks in medicine. So they have to test you in the job market, and you have to be certified. So they give you little tests, just to verify your certifications. So despite the lack of specialists in various fields of the German economy, much qualified personnel in Germany are becoming unemployed. Over the past 15 years, only 1/3 of them were graduates. The experts associate the relatively high unemployment rate among specialists with a simultaneous shortage of specialists because profession in German does not always meet the requirement of the labor market. So that's according to the German news, academic news, and job market news. Most of the people in Germany, they don't qualify. So that's why they try to hire people from outside who are more qualified. So if you are on the upper edge of qualifications in whichever academic industry or profession you are very free to apply to so many, and many of these job application market in Europe are offered online. You just need to go to the specific country you want to go, or you can start from a wide-based application for European job markets, and then you can specialize. You can narrow down to whichever field or profession you are trying to apply. Also in Denmark, there is an acute shortage of doctors in Denmark and representatives of the medical profession. The situation is so serious that the government is meeting foreign specialists by paying for language courses and organizing legal assistance in the process of recognition of foreign diplomas. So these countries are on a dire shortage of professionals in whichever field we're talking about, especially in the medical field. And they are willing to pay and to reimburse for your moving into the country, and even stay fooling for all the expenses before you settle and start getting your paycheck. So another dire shortage job is dentists. There is a dire shortage of dentists in Europe. Representatives of these professions have no problem with employment. 9 out of 10 dentists in Europe have private practices. Every year, about 1,800 dentists in each country retire, as many young specialists complete their studies. So those who are not afraid of serious investment in their own practices have every chance of success. In fact, this is trying to open the forum or the platform for all those people who want to invest when it comes to medical profession like dentists. You can start your own dentistry. Very easy. They make it so easy because they still have shortage of these dentists and medical personnel. Also in Holland, despite the well-established graduation of highly qualified specialists, the Netherlands also lacks engineers. They need engineers in this is Holland, or the Netherlands, if you will, especially in the field of electrical engineering. Electrical engineering is a booming industry in Europe, especially in Holland. In addition, experts in the field of construction, those people who have construction background, please don't worry, because you have something waiting out for you. You don't need to be in the box. You don't have to be stuck wherever you are. Okay, try to explore. There are so many opportunities, abroad. So the field of constructions and metallurgy, these are the constructions field or profession, as well as medical personnel, are in great demand in Holland or the Netherlands, as we said. And in conclusion, we say, before deciding on a specialty, you need to carefully consider how much the chosen profession is in demand and whether it is sufficiently paid. So yeah, I always advise on this, please, before you embark on this expensive application process of looking for jobs abroad, please look for your specialty. Look for the how much you're gonna spend on it, and you try to weigh to match it, to align it with the pay you're gonna be getting when you get, And the good thing, they always tabulate the payment, the expenses that is involved in all these applications in these job fields. So I just wanted to conclude and tell you, my friends, there are so many job opportunities. Don't get in a box. If you're in Kenya, if you're in any other African country, if you are qualified, please be confident. Go explore ways online. These days, everybody get a smartphone. Most of us, we got smartphones. You got a laptop or PC. in your possession, please try to explore all these job opportunities. We have them, and these countries, they are offering, as we said, they are offering, and they are waiting even to foot for anybody, for any candidate who qualifies and who's gonna be approved by, who's gonna get approved, depending with your academic achievement and your experience. Academic achievement mostly with coupled with experience. I think you can't go wrong with that, getting a job abroad. So keep watching my movies. I'll keep, uploading motivational and inspiring videos and getting more content on my videos. Please remember to subscribe so that you don't miss out on these opportunities, and more videos are coming up. So thank you. You have a good day today. And those who are at night time, please enjoy your night. Probably it's evening now, especially in African country. So be blessed and God bless you. Please keep watching my videos on the Diasporian channel, YouTube channel, please. And you're gonna get more content and more information. So if you have any question, please, post it on my page. If you have any comment. If you like my videos, give me a thumbs up and hit the notification button so that you're gonna not be missing any info. Thank you so much, my friends, that you have a blessed day today. Thank you.